They fooled me, we can't get fooled again.
In Dallas, Texas, 3 shots were fired at President Kennedy's motorcade in downtown Dallas.
December 7th, 1941, a date which will live in infamy.
Because people have got to know whether or not their president's a crook. Well, I'm not a crook. I've earned everything I've got.
If you don't like what we tell you to believe in, we'll kill you.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Conspiracy Podcast.
Ayo.
What was that?
Yeah, that was bizarre.
My name's Eric.
You're weird. I'm Sean.
Jorge.
Hope you guys are doing well today.
Get it popping.
Yeah.
Oh,
We're balling. We're back for part 2.
Especially for you guys that are like getting it like right out at 6:30
Off the
in the
jump,
morning.
yeah.
You're like, you know.
And for us, it's
You're
like
in your
night.
truck.
But for you, it's like the day. Fuck yeah, baby.
So this is part 2. If you have not listened to part 1 of the Isdal Woman, go back
And
listen
listen.
to part 1. It's pretty intriguing. Yeah, it's a pretty pretty wild
It's-
true crimey.
I think it's
little
it's
true
far
crime.
more complex than I thought it would be.
Yeah, okay.
I was expecting
You
like
thought it
it's
was a
pretty
little
cut and
murder.
dry.
Yeah, a
Yeah.
little murder.
They're like, well, we can't find the knife.
Yeah.
You know, like that kind of thing.
It goes deep. Yeah, it goes deep. Yeah, it goes deep. But before we do, we wanted to acknowledge our recent Patreon subscribers that have been supporting the show. So, Sean?
So we've got Amy T with a conspirators membership. Amy, thank you so much. I think you're one of our newest ones, and I think you're in the Discord too.
Hell
and I
yeah.
said, "What's up to you?" So thank you, and I
What's
love
up,
you.
Amy?
Thank you for joining the Discord immediately. That's perfect.
Thank you for smashing that subscribe button.
Smash,
If you fucking say that again, I'm gonna lose.
smash.
I'm literally gonna gouge my eyes out.
We need a little like sound effect.
Yeah,
that-
cringe?
Yeah.
And you know
There'll
what?
be a cringe sound effect. What's the cringe sound?
Dude, that's like, hell yeah.
Smash, smash, smash.
Oh, I hate that. All right, then we got we have Florence K with a yearly founding crew membership. Florence, thank you for being a part of the club. We love you.
Hell
And
yeah.
you're trapped with us for the next year, so listen up.
I love this. You're trapped.
Or then we got Joey. It's Joe.
Joe.
It's Joe.
Yeah.
Is it? It's B88TZ. So it's Bates. Beats or
Beats.
Bates?
Oh,
It's eights. So it's like Bates. I'm gonna assume it's.
yeah.
Oh, okay, Joe Bates. I don't know if that's your
Oh.
real last name, but I'm gonna take
I
a
like it.
gamble.
Yeah, I like it.
Another yearly founding crew. Love you. Good to see you, and we'll be talking to you for another 365. We got Anthony K.
You're locked in.
with our founding crew from the over the pond. Fucking mind the gap, Anthony K.
Cheerio now, mate.
Then we've got Cameron R. with another founding crew membership. And last but certainly not least, we got Monica W. with another founding crew membership. Guys, join the Discord. Get in there. Like, if you're in the Patreon, you should be in the Discord. We have a phenomenal community in there. Like, it's a self-sustaining organism. Like,
And just, I'm going to make an announcement real quick. So, just so you guys know, the founding crew will be ending.
yes.
So, because it is America's 250th anniversary, it will end at 250. So it'll be no more. You could pass this down to your children's. This is an inheritance.
Yeah. It's like like Eric was talking about. It's like the Vanderbilt estate.
Yes.
It's like, you bought it for cheap. It's worth $1 trillion.
Yeah, that's right. So pretty soon there will only be 250 slots available for the founding crew. I think we're at about 140,
Something like that.
something like that. So
Yeah. So they're going fast.
so get in there. It will the price will go up, inflation and shit. You know what I mean?
I mean, the founding crew is $2. It's like insane. You can find that in your couch
Yeah.
right now as we speak.
That's right. So if you wanted to support the show, go to patreon.com/the conspiracy podcast, or you can find it on our website at dib
Dib-a-dib.
dot
Yes, dot. Don't forget the dot.
The conspiracy podcast.
Well, use it http://
So here we go into part 2 of the Isdal Woman. If you didn't listen to part 1, go back. We went over the actual story, what happened to the woman. She was found.
Some
in the
initial
mountains.
theories.
Some initial theories at the end that we went over.
We'll see.
This woman was found. She was burnt.
Only on the front.
Only on the front, and she had 50 pills of barbiturates
Like, come on.
in her system. It was ruled as a probable suicide,
Probable, but not plausible.
but there was all sorts of things strewn about that are very strange.
There was no fire, no like bonfire or something that she like campfire that she was next to, which is odd.
Yep.
And she was laying on top of a Ruski hat drenched in petrol.
That's right. And it was found that she had about 7 or 8 aliases.
Yes.
And she was traveling around Europe.
She had cash that was in her fucking in her luggage in the lining.
In the Deutschmarks, in the
Yeah,
francs.
she spoke fluent German and French.
So at this juncture, we're questioning, was she a spy?
Yes.
We're not questioning.
Yeah, you're questioning.
Or-
We're not questioning.
Or did she kill herself?
Fuck no.
No.
Dog. Like
No.
it shouldn't even be shouldn't even be a talking point anymore. Like,
Or simply it wasn't a big conspiracy and she was killed by somebody.
I mean, that would still
Like-
be a conspiracy.
It was a murder.
Okay, murder.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Conspiracy.
Like,
Unless
there
there
was
was
no-
multiple homies.
Yeah, like there was maybe no like governmental
Oh,
spy
gotcha.
network.
Yeah, she was just
She
murdered.
was just killed.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
exactly.
We're so like
I know.
detached. Like, whoa.
Okay, so here is where this story stops being a closed file in a Norwegian archive and becomes something else entirely. A case the whole world got invited to help investigate in something close to real time together. NRK's 2016 reinvestigation didn't just produce new forensic data, it produced an audience, and a massive one. And we can relate to this because it was a podcast. So a podcast came out and it became
Mainstream.
Yeah,
shit. It became
New eyes.
yeah. And we talked about it in the last episode. Merritt Higraff, she was an investigative reporter, and she came out along with her other host, Neil McCarthy. They came out with a podcast called Death in Ice Valley.
No,
Okay.
that's a good name.
And it's good. And so if you guys want to explore further upon this story, go listen to it. It's called Death in Ice Valley. It's very dramatic. There's rain in the background.
Kind of like right
Yes, like some eerie music, like that kind of vibe. But
Coyotes.
yeah,
here and there.
yeah, some coyotes here and there.
Coyotes.
But what they tried to make that podcast into was I don't want to say a scary story, but like a little bit of everything was eerie.
Well,
It was
I mean,
true crime.
Well, it's a
Yeah.
Zero jokes.
no
So
funny.
nothing
yeah,
like
like
this.
nothing like this.
No funny.
Yeah, no funny.
Yeah, it was just
No
terrible.
funny. Yeah.
You know what? Don't go listen. Just stick with us.
God, I feel so bad for Eric's poor family in this road trip.
Did you
It's
put it
like-
on speakers or you put it on your headphone? On your earbud?
Oh, full speak.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah,
full
it's been
speaker,
like
yeah.
no talking.
Yeah.
We have a podcast right now.
Yeah.
Shut up, kids.
No, they put their headphones on. Yeah,
Yeah.
whatever.
Millennials.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Jen-
My teenager always has that. Fucking. She don't even know when I'm talking to her.
Yeah. Actually, I came
the
over.
worst.
I came over and I was like, and he's like, "Hey, what's the podcast on tonight?" And I was like, "What do you mean, the Isdal Woman? We just listened to it for 14 hours."
Yeah, you know what we were.
And he's like,
listening
"I have no idea what you listened to."
to? He's like, we were listening to something.
Yeah.
What are you
He's
talking?
like, "I thought it was a World War II thing." Like,
Shut up. You're like, there's a guy. You're old. You love the war.
So Merritt Higraff, her reporting generated more than 150 tips from ordinary Norwegians who'd been sitting on fragments of memory for decades. The kind of grassroots response that in most cases simply fades once the news cycle moves on to the next story. But NRK made a bet that it didn't have to fade this time. They partnered with the BBC World Service, brought in British producer Neil McCarthy, and built something purpose-made to hold that momentum, a podcast that would let listeners investigate the case alongside the journalists. Death in Ice Valley launched in 2018, and it did something true crime audio simply hadn't done before, not at this scale. It combined on-the-ground reporting from Isdal itself with interviews from surviving witnesses, forensic scientists, and the original 1970 investigators.
Oh, wow.
Men in their 70s and 80s, some of them finally getting to talk about the case that they had gotten away from them nearly half a century earlier.
It's unfortunate that it's like, I mean, that's awesome, but it's also sucks because you're taking decades old memory, and especially when you're in your 70s, it's like,
I know.
It's just, it's
How
tough.
real is it, or how, you know?
I mean, do you even remember what your grandkids look like, brother? Like, come on, like, let's be honest. Like,
dude, we always go back to the, we did DB Cooper,
yeah. Oh my God.
and we got a lot of emails on DB Cooper.
Yeah.
And a lot of feedback on it. And one of the biggest things that I realized during DB Cooper was that there were, I think the number was about 40. There were 40 deathbed confessions.
It's so ridiculous
That they were.
Do you remember
claiming,
that? Like,
yeah,
yes,
yeah.
they were, you know, yeah, I think it was a Jorge.
But what if
episode,
one
actually.
of one of them
Yeah.
were actually DB Cooper? Though?
I know, and he's like, "What the fuck?"
Trust me.
But the point is that how much do you trust a witness?
I mean, it's they even say it's like,
decades later. That's
Decades.
different.
but it's not even decades later. It's like even like
It's your
in
kid.
present time, like witness testimonial is realistically the least accurate. Especially in today's day and age, you have
yeah.
there's so much more like infinitely like more like a solid evidence. Like you have text messages, you have video evidence, you have like location evidence, like based on like your GPS. And it's like there's so much more like
Yeah.
solid
Cameras everywhere.
Yeah, it's more solid than like. Unfortunately, witness testimony is the least reliable
I know,
because
That's true.
it's like, especially in like a traumatic scenario
Yeah,
or
Yeah.
like something's happening. Like I've been in traumatic scenarios. Like, yeah, it's really easy to like dub other stuff in. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah, yeah.
oh, I think he looked like this or this, and then add time.
yeah.
It's like fucking
Yeah.
like,
Or almost like you want to be part of it, or you want that weird interaction that you had
to be
part-
like relevant.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's also like I tell like my homies like my old like war stories when I was like partying and doing stuff. I'm like,
How real
and
is
then
it?
sometimes I'm like, am I making this up? Like I think I'm pretty sure this is exactly what happened, but like I could be off. Am I making it so I look cooler? Like,
Actually, the great point is that sometimes legends people go, I don't even remember,
oh, for sure.
you know, even celebs and all that sort of thing. Anyways, so running underneath all of it in regards to the podcast and week after week was a live forensic thread, DNA results, isotope maps, dental findings, and it revealed piece by piece, episode by episode, instead of dumping on listeners all at once. The second episode alone took listeners through the contents of the 2 suitcases, tracking eyewitnesses who remembered a mysterious stranger passing through their city. Later episodes carried titles like Turning Detective and A Fraudster and a Spy, titles that tell you exactly how seriously they took the show in its own uncertainty and refusing to pretend it had answers it didn't have.
All right.
Alongside the show itself, the production ran a dedicated Facebook group launched the same year as the podcast, where amateur investigators from around the world picked apart every clue in real time, and it fed the leads directly to the hosts of the show. And by June of 2021, The Facebook group had turned into 34,000 members worldwide.
Holy shit. That's impressive.
And it was a self-organizing community of strangers who had never even set foot in, poring over 60-year-old hotel registration cards and decades-old composite sketches, cross-referencing them from old photos, family records, anything that might connect and shed some light on this story. Members regularly posted photographs of women who resembled the police sketches of the Isdal Woman. They dug up historical records from the 60s and the 70s that might tie back to the case. And some of what they found actually mattered. One listener's submission included a photograph of a man believed to potentially be a grandfather of the Isdal Woman, a lead the production team took seriously enough to run down. Another listener identified a 1960s Norwegian-made bag matching one link to the case, helping investigators trace its possible origin. None of it, though, in the end, produced a confirmed identification.
Of course not.
But all of it demonstrated something genuinely new. A cold case being worked in public by tens of thousands of people who had no professional stake in it at all, purely because of the care of the individual and the story and the way it was being told had pulled them in. The show didn't just tell listeners a story, it handed them a magnifying glass and said quite literally in every episode, and I listened to it, was help us.
Yeah, like we want to find out.
Like, help us. Send whatever you can, send info, and we will track it down and we will investigate it.
And of course, everybody wants to like be part of that, though.
Yeah.
So they're like, back to how credible
Yeah,
can
right.
this really be?
Death in Ice Valley became the BBC's most successful podcast-only launch.
Oh, the
to that
BBC.
point. Yeah.
They got financial backing, not like us.
In 2019, it won Podcast of the Year at the Drums Online Media Awards.
God damn it.
And then it paid off in a way podcasts almost never actually do. In June of 2019, the BBC confirmed publicly that tips generated directly by the show's own audience had produced genuine new leads for the ongoing investigation.
Yeah, whatever. We're going to solve this shit tonight. We're the only genuine leads.
So the point being is, and some estimates say that they had 20 million listens over 12 episodes.
That's a lot of listens.
And this is 2018. So this is the beginning of podcasting.
That's true, yeah.
Right?
Like going
Not like right now.
do you remember
bizarre.
Serial?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? They had Adnan. One of the first. This is actually what got me into podcasts was the murder of. I forget the girl's name, but the guy who was charged was Adnan Syed.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
It was one of the first. It was by Serial, anyways. And so this was right at that time when it blew up, and it was like, wow, podcasting could be cool.
Yeah, like
That's a lot of listens for back then, for sure.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's not like now.
Mhm. Although after listening to all of it, I realized that they need to beef up their advertisement.
There's only like one ad.
There's one ad literally the whole time.
Like, you guys
I was
are losing
you guys
out.
are so losing out on so much revenue. But no theory has ever been proven.
Except for ours tonight.
None of them have ever fully gone away either, and each one pulls at a different thread of the same woman. And here we go into some of the theories.
Hell yeah. I'm waiting for this juice.
The espionage theory.
Thank God. Finally. I'm so happy this is the first one. Like,
Here we go.
It's the one that built this case's legend, and it's not hard to see why once you lay the pieces side by side. Her timeline places her squarely in at the height of the Cold War in a city that was and is home to Norway's largest naval base.
okay, see, this is what I was asking about. I was like, what's the common denominator here? Why
Like,
she got
why
one of
is she
these
there?
places?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I've never even heard of this fucking place.
Yeah. And at the exact moment her documented movements were logged, Norway was quietly running top secret trials of its brand new Penguin anti-ship missile system in the immediate area.
Dude, see, on
there
all
you
the
go.
like, why is this a mystery anymore? Like, this is pretty cut and dry.
Declassified Norwegian military records show her movements lining up with those tests. That's genuinely difficult to write off as a pure coincidence.
Yeah, precision, Eric. Precise.
A fisherman independently placed her
Oh, God.
near a second penguin testing site down in Stavanger.
I'm sorry, but like this rando fisherman, there was a woman that I saw at shore. Pretty sure it was her.
And if you could do me a favor and you could pull up what is the penguin program of Norway?
All right, so the Penguin missile system is a Norwegian passive infrared guided anti-ship cruise missile program. It was developed by the Kongsberg Defense and Aerospace and the Norwegian Defense Research Establishment. So it entered service in the 1970s. It was the first Western anti-ship missile to utilize an infrared seeker instead of a traditional active radar technology. And the heat-seeking was designed. The heat-seeking design allowed the missile to guide passively, reducing warning time for the target and making it immune to radar jamming and electronic countermeasures. So it was originally tailored for the Norway's deep, narrow fjords. Remember they say that?
Yeah.
So where traditional radar suffers because the signal bounces off the rock walls and it makes it very difficult. So the Penguin's navigation system utilizes the inertial navigation unit and a radar altimeter. The profile enables sea skimming flight, terrain navigation, and terminal phase evasive maneuvers. So it can actually fucking like, it can like give it a little weaveroo. Yeah.
So it was like the hotness.
Little bob and weave.
So, and Jorge, you.
It's a heat-seeking missile.
Yeah, so it's a
Okay.
missile. Instead of using just traditional like
Not a torpedo.
radar only, it was using infrared.
Yeah.
So instead of navigating itself by radar and it's going through these fjords and there's like obviously lots of mountains and shit like where radar can get fucked up and like also you can jam radar with like this was it was using infrared. It was only using radar for like an altimeter purposes to know how far it would go. And so like, you know, they were also said that it had like a sea skimming thing. So like this missile, you could shoot it at another ship and it could be like, you know, 6 feet above the water, like going. And it's like very difficult to shoot down, like, especially like you think of like a battleship and like the cannons don't point downwards. You know, the ship is, you know, the cannons or whatever, like anti-aircraft weaponry you have is, you know, 25, 30 feet above sea level.
Okay.
Like it's very difficult for them to shoot downwards to try to hit it. So if the thing's going like up right above the water, you're fucked.
Yeah.
And it's just going to hit the ship.
I see. So submarines.
Oh my
So
God.
it's like a torpedo.
So it's like U-boats. So it's like a U-boat.
I'm just kidding. I'm just joking. A fisherman independently placed her near a second penguin testing site in Stavanger.
Okay.
The very same city where a shoe salesman remembered her insisting on buying those particular
Oh yeah,
rubber
those
boots.
rain boots. Yeah.
And perhaps the single most damning detail in the entire case. While ordinary civilian police were publicly closing her file as a probable suicide, Norway's secret police were, at the very same time, quietly opening a separate file.
Oh yeah, they were.
And you know what's crazy? That I
Like, why
always,
she got so many fucking aliases?
I always found it so hilarious about Norway's police because they literally, everybody knows, and it's called Norway's secret police.
So it's not secret at all.
Yes, like, can we come up with a cooler name?
I'm part of the Norway secret police.
What do you do? It's just
It's a
secret.
I can't
Come
tell you.
on, like, you know, it's just, you know. So at the very same time, they were opening an entirely separate file of their own. Nobody outside that agency knew it at the time. It only surfaced decades later, buried in records nobody thought to connect to the public case. And it strongly suggests that even as the official public story became, quote, unremarkable woman, tragic personal tragedy, end quote, the people whose actual job it was to know better suspected something considerably darker and more organized as happening in that valley. Every detail of her documented life reads more like operational training rather than ordinary paranoia.
I mean, obviously, like, no one has alias.
Just look at the notes.
If you have an alias,
Like
something's going on.
The
And
rotating false identities. She
yeah,
had
the encrypted notebook.
yeah.
She also had like a consistent backstories where it was like the date of birth was similar, but the other parts of the, you know what I mean? Like, so say you sign registration cards for 7 aliases and they're all born in 1935.
Just a different month and day.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
So there's
consistencies, but like just
Easier
slight
to
changes.
remember your lies.
Yeah.
Exactly. They're very true.
Yes.
If they're close enough to like the truth.
Yeah.
So every detail of her documented life reads more like operational training. The wiped fingerprints, habitual rather than occasional. The constant unexplained room changes that she did at hotels.
Yeah.
It's bizarre. No one
covering your
fucking does
tracks.
that, dude. Nobody does that.
The suitcase full of wigs and non-prescription disguise glasses.
Nobody does that.
Consider, too, the timing of her 2 separate 1970 trips. A reconnaissance visit in the spring, perhaps, followed by a longer return in the fall that ended in her death. A pattern that reads far more like a staged operation with a defined start and a fatal end than like a meandering of a woman without purpose. Meaning she was not just wandering around on a vacay.
No.
No, she's not just like on the vibe.
It's missions.
Yeah. Later DNA findings have complicated some of the wilder offshoots of this theory. Specifically, her largely European ancestry makes a once popular claim that she was an Israeli Mossad agent.
Oh, there we go. It all
There
comes
it is.
back to it. It all
Considerably,
comes back to it.
since Mossad's operatives in this era and role were typically drawn from within Israel's own population. But that finding does nothing whatsoever to rule out the fact that she could be French, German, or other European intelligence connections.
The thing is, she doesn't have to be like French to be
To speak French.
French. No, or even to be, the French intelligence or German. To
Yeah,
be,
she could be
you know?
easily be recruited. Like like Jorge was saying, like the CIA recruits everybody.
Yeah.
Like Mossad recruits everybody. The KGB recruits everyone to an extent, I would assume. I think the KGB are a little more selective.
Yeah.
They gotta have like one Russian descendant or some shit. Other you're not in.
The next theory, Nazi-linked banker.
Okay.
Oh, okay,
It's the
weird.
newest major threat in the case and arguably the most explosive development in over half a century. In June of 2023, the respected Swiss paper Neue Zucker, fucking shit. Jesus Christ.
It's a paper. Just trust us on this one. Let's just give us a little trust.
It published a major investigation citing an unnamed professional fact checker, of course, working in the case, alleging a possible connection between the Isdal Woman and Francois Guénoud, a Swiss banker infamous across decades for bankrolling unrepentant Nazi sympathizers in post-war years, and later a long string of extremist and terrorist causes stretching across Europe and the Middle East. Guénoud was, by any account, one of the 20th century's most quietly dangerous men. A financier who moved seamlessly from funding fugitive Nazi war criminals in the 50s to bankrolling militant causes decades later, all while maintaining a respectable public face as a Geneva businessman.
Yeah, it sounds like the Kennedys.
The NZZ report claimed something even more explosive than the Guénoud connection on its own. The Norway's own intelligence service had quietly interfered with a local police investigation back in 1970 and 71, meaning the tidy, publicly announced probable suicide verdict may never have been an honest conclusion at all.
Yeah, give a guy a couple kroner, and he's like, hell yeah, it's a suicide, baby.
It may have been a deliberately engineered dead end, constructed specifically to keep something considerably larger buried, At a moment when Cold War Norway had every incentive to avoid a public scandal involving foreign intelligence operations on its own soil.
Yeah, see, I feel like that's a piece of it. That's not the full thing. I think that's definitely a piece. Like, they're definitely fucked if like they're in some like international fucking scandal, and like it's not like they're some like badass military state.
No,
they're like, fuck, we can't have this, boys. Suicide it is. Like,
so this thread or this theory, as of this recording, remains still unexplored in English language reporting, meaning it has not been fully run down yet.
yeah, I mean, it's not like our news circuit's the most reliable source anyway.
That's
so
true.
I don't know. Thoughts on that one?
like I said, I think it's definitely
Part of there.
I think it's part of
it?
I think she was a spy for sure.
Okay.
And I think that if they were like, it's not in our best interest to like dig down this rabbit hole more, I don't necessarily agree that it's like some Nazi financier who's like behind it. But I think they're like, maybe they went down a little path and they're like, well, it's above our pay grade. So I think we just fucking chalk this one up to pills.
Yeah, okay. Next theory, prostitute.
She's the most fucking legit prostitute in the history of, I know,
Sophisticated prostitution.
Hear it out.
like a legend. I speak languages. I'm just like, it really is that like a high end like prostitute market in Borgen. Whatever the fuck this is.
Bergen?
Yeah, like geez, get the fuck out of here.
Okay, so this theory comes from Norwegian author Dennis Zacher Aske,
He was fucking hookers. That's why he made this fucking thing.
who spent years independently reconstructing
Independently researching
her movements from his.
Trust
and
me.
he wrote a book in.
Trust me, girl. It's just research.
It's babe, stop asking questions. I gotta get to the source.
He wrote.
They
a
gotta
book-
trust me.
He wrote a book in 2018, and Aske argues that the purposeful circling pattern of her travels, always eventually returning towards some unknown home base, never simply wandering, combined with her extreme and consistent secrecy, and the fact that not one single man she was ever seen with came forward afterwards, embarrassment.
But it's like
So it fits the profile of a woman working discreetly for a clientele who had every reason of their own to protect their anonymity.
no, but the thing is like, it's so extra just to like hide that you're fucking a hooker. Like, you're gonna need passports, 7 of them, like a minimum, and I'm gonna need you to travel out randomly,
Wigs.
just to circle back to me. Put the cash in the lining. They can't know you have money.
But maybe
The only thing that makes sense is that's why she maybe had so many different rooms.
outfits,
And
No,
so
just
many
the
different
rooms.
wigs.
No, but why do you need wig? Like,
Some
We were always
fantasy,
wondering
some
about-
fantasy shit.
We were always wondering about the where'd she get the cash? Like where'd she get all the money to
Yeah, but
support
why all
these
the- why all the
no,
travels?
but she has like different currency.
Why all the different currency?
Yeah, why she got like German currency? Like he's like,
mean,
you gotta make it look believable. Have like
Yeah.
a bunch of different money on you. Fuck it. It's just ridiculous.
I mean, patrons
And-
pay in all sorts of money.
But or if you're some like rich Norwegian guy, you just go to like a whorehouse and you're like, my name's Steve. I don't know. Like they don't know you. Like they don't know who the fuck you are. This is the 70s. It's not like they go to your Facebook page and like they fucking find you. It just seems like way too much.
Too much.
It's like she's traveling around all of Norway
It's too sophisticated.
It's too sophisticated. Yeah.
So let me just throw it out.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't think
So men
hookers
who-
speak multiple languages.
So men who meet a woman under a false name in a hotel room,
sure.
and then they read in the newspaper that woman turned up dead in a valley outside.
Sounds like a Kennedy thing.
Very, very big incentive to simply just say nothing, that they knew nothing.
Yeah.
Or
For sure.
Or
Sure,
it
yeah.
happens and they just don't know anything and nothing.
Yeah, because they're not
Yeah.
the killer.
I mean,
So-
also this. I think this ties into what was that? Oh man, what was that movie? I think it had the chick from fucking Hunger Games. What's her name?
Oh,
Jennifer Lawrence.
Yeah, Jennifer Lawrence. Remember, like it was called like Sparrow or some shit.
Oh yeah,
Well,
I never
like,
saw that.
she's like a hooker spy.
I never saw that. Like a Russian.
Yeah, she's like Russian hooker spy.
Red Sparrow.
Yeah,
or
Red Sparrow. So
something.
you
Yeah, I
get
never
in, you're
saw
like,
that.
ooh, fuck me, and then they're like, she spies. So maybe this is like maybe it's like three.
Maybe
it's like
maybe
three
yeah.
conspiracies
Dude,
tied into.
I mean,
yeah,
dude.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
this
she's
is
like
the 70s.
She's like, I'm a hooker. I'm gonna need cash.
Yeah.
And then he's like, oh yeah, and she's like, Penguin Project. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Red Penguin.
That's actually not even wrong.
Dude, I know. Dude, I'm
Right?
telling you.
kinda
Guys
like
are
that. I
suckers.
So it wasn't that she was a prostitute, but she used it
she
maybe
was
as a.
she was a pretend
as-
prostitute as a
yes.
spy.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I like it.
I mean, that's trust me, dudes are
I know.
Oh yeah.
like
Yeah. Yeah, we're
dudes are super dumb.
gonna.
We will like we're that easy.
No.
Like, oh, she's so into like
Yeah.
remember like
We are.
you see the
Sure.
who's the owner of the Raiders?
Oh,
Who's it
God,
that-
the guy with the haircut?
Dude, oh my god, with the worst ever lived.
Yeah.
And then he's got his like 22-year-old girlfriend, and she's like, I didn't even know he was the owner of the Raiders. I'm like,
What's his
yes,
name?
you did.
What's his
Like, are you crazy?
Mark
He's-
Davis.
Mark
he is
Davis.
He is the most
Yes.
repulsive human I have ever seen. Like,
But-
if anyone could be
But
uglier,
he could be fine if you just got a haircut, huh?
dude,
Right?
He's not fine. 71-year-old
No, but
with
I'm
a
just saying.
22-year-old.
that haircut
Could
is.
And
he
that-
looks like a penis. He looks like
Yeah,
an
he
old
does.
penis, like a 71-year-old penis. Like, I swear to God.
We can't keep making fun of billionaires because we need one billionaire that'll be listening to this show.
Dude, he'll probably love it. Look at this guy. This guy, he purposely gets his haircut that way. He knows what he looks like. I think he's
So it's
doing
like
it
a-
on purpose.
So it's like a bowl cut mullet.
I don't think he even cares. I mean, it's probably a rug.
True.
It is guaranteed.
Yeah.
And she's like, I didn't know. It's so weird. He's such a great personality. Oh, get the fuck out of here, bro. 22-year-old
So-
bombshell.
So Oskay, the author
Okay.
who proposed this
This theory.
theory, yeah, also though leans towards a murder over suicide. So he does believe that she was a prostitute, but she was murdered.
That's okay. Fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Believing
We got
someone
one
else,
part right.
believing someone else was almost certainly physically present when she died.
Well, obviously,
No,
it's blatantly obvious.
no,
Because look, if she did it herself, it's impossible for her to end up on to be on her back. If you have 50
Yeah.
fucking sleeping pills in your system
I just don't.
and
get
you
the-
burn yourself,
I
you
don't
have
get
to
the burn on the front.
Pick one. Are you
That's
gonna
what- that's
are you
what
gonna
I'm-
take the 50 pills or are you gonna burn
I
yourself?
still don't understand the burn on the front.
That's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
it's impossible
like
for
you're gonna burn yourself. Burn yourself.
Yeah.
no, but like
Right?
I'm saying,
Not just the
Just
front.
the
Let me
front.
lay on some fire now.
Yeah.
no, because if
don't get that.
if the only way it's a suicide is if she takes these pills, maybe to like numb the pain or something, and she's just low IQ and is like, I'm gonna jump on this fire face first.
Yeah.
And then the only way she ends up on her back is if she like just like rolls over out of like compulsion. But then there would be a trace of a fire right next to her.
True.
It would be
Yeah.
right next to her body, and
And all
it
the
would be
things from
impossible.
her and all the things from her bag wouldn't be just
Dude, and it's
everywhere.
And in that scenario, it would be impossible for her to be laying on a fucking Ruski hat drenched in petrol.
Yeah.
It would be impossible. Like impossible.
Okay.
She did not kill herself. It's the easiest.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't take Sherlock Holmes to figure that out.
Yeah.
Next theory, the fraudster theory.
Okay. Well, she's obviously a fraudster. But
It takes the whole tangle of fake identities and carefully hidden cash and treats it as exactly what it looks like on paper without reaching for espionage at all. She's a con artist running some extended, sophisticated grift across multiple countries whose secrecy was about staying one step ahead of victims or law enforcement rather than serving any government interest.
oh, so she was like Frank Abagnale.
She was doing, yes.
Yeah, like Frank Abagnale.
Yes.
Yeah, she was just like
Taking like travelers
perpetual
checks.
fraud.
Yeah,
But
like
she only paid
traveler's
cash.
checks.
Though. Where's she getting the cash?
The bank
She's cashing traveler's checks.
to the yeah. They would.
But
have
why would
records.
she keep? No, but she keeps going back to the same place. You can't like.
Wouldn't you have records at a bank of travelers checks being cashed in?
You have to.
Probably.
Right?
I think
There
so.
has to be. Yeah.
That's why she stayed away from checks because there's the trail.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
She specifically said. Yeah, they specifically say she never used checks.
Yeah.
So it's not a Frank Abagnale.
Well, in the other podcast, Death in Ice Valley, it gave a full episode totally dedicated to the fact that maybe she was a fraudster. But again, I don't know how you're going to forge cashier checks because that was one of the main basis of the argument was that they were forging cashier checks and going to country to country.
No, but the thing
But
is,
how
like,
do you cash in a cashier's check?
you have to go to a bank.
You go to a bank
Yeah.
and there's a signature. Right?
There would have been records of
There
her
have been
signature.
records.
I mean, obviously
And that-
they used her signature as a key piece of identifying who she was and where she had been. And then if she was cashing her cashier's checks at the hotels, they would have obviously had records of that.
Correct.
So therefore, if she did have cashier's checks, she'd have to do it at a bank or another establishment. I'm sure they would have found that. And the fact that she always used cash, I mean, she's obviously got a backer. Someone's giving her the cash. And you don't go back to the same place. If you're doing this
Over and over.
you're not like returning
not-
to the
not
same
like
place. It's just, you're like begging to be caught.
Yeah.
No.
Like, so yeah, I don't buy the fraudster. I don't buy the fraudster theory.
That one doesn't make sense.
Yeah. It's also like, if you're a fraudster, I don't think you're dumping 50 pills into your gullet and then getting burned for being a fraudster.
So Death in Ice Valley, which is that podcast that we're talking about, it didn't just revive the case. It opened the door for everyone else to keep walking through it. And for the better part of a decade now, they have. Dennis Askew's 2018 book brought his own years of independent reconstruction to Norwegian readers, just as the podcast was reaching the international audience. And so those two projects fed each other. And his on-the-ground interviews and archival digging became source material cited by journalists covering the podcast success. While the podcast reach sent new readers looking for his book, Discovery UK has run its own standing explainer coverage of the case, returning to update it as new forensic findings surface. So in 2023, Nue Zirka investigation into the Genoad connection was itself in part a direct product of that ecosystem, and that was the banker. You know, a Swiss paper taking the case seriously enough to run an original investigation, specifically because a global audience cultivated first by the podcast and then by the book, there was a clear appetite for answers. And then there's the part that's hardest to quantify, but probably matters the most. The Facebook group of Death in Ice Valley.
The Facebook group. The most important piece of the puzzle.
It didn't shut down when the original episode stopped. It kept going. Run largely by the amateur community itself, still cross-referencing old photos, still debating the composite sketches, still occasionally producing a lead specific enough that someone forwards it along to Norwegian police.
I mean, this is so funny because it's like this whole thing is like leads back to Eric's fucking mantra of life, the ingenuity of man.
Just keep
You know, the
going.
power of man to come together and solve a problem.
Yeah. So as of this recording, the Isdal Woman has never been identified.
But she has, but not like truly identified.
That's right.
Not like who is she really?
Who is she? Yeah. She remains exactly where she was placed in Feb of 1971 in her zinc coffin
Fucking zinc coffin.
in the Mollendale Cemetery, still waiting for a family that has never once in 55 years come forward.
I'm telling you, this is like, to me, maybe it's just movies that have like made me in this way, but like I think of like fucking John Wick and like all this shit. Like this seems like textbook Russian shit where they're like, your family is us now. You have no family. Your name is Jessica, like whatever. They just like they make you like numb to it, and they're like, you'll just be whoever you need to be to fucking do it.
What has changed steadily is the shape of the mystery around her rather than the mystery itself. Forensic science has narrowed her likely origins to the Nuremberg or French-German border region, while her maternal genetic line points somewhere else entirely, towards Southeast Europe or Southwest Asia, suggesting a background far more tangled and far more well-traveled than any single nationality on any of her 8 false passports could ever
Any
explain.
of her 8 false passports.
Some say
Jesus Christ.
some posts that I had read was that a theory is that she was born in Germany
Okay.
and she escaped the Nazi rule.
Okay.
Yeah, you
And so
touched on
she
that
was
a little bit.
So she was a refugee.
Refugee.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
What that means, though, I don't know.
She was a refugee in name only.
But let's just say, hold on, like back it up. Let's just say she was born in Germany,
Okay.
but her facial features and everything about her kind of more denotes that she's Jewish than German.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
She's got to get, squale. I got to get out of there.
But there does lie the connection with Mossad.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and that Mossad's like, ooh,
Okay, so like if
I
you
like the way this girl looks.
yes, do you know what I'm saying? Like perhaps
Massad's like, what language does you speak again?
perhaps there is something there with the fact that maybe like if when we'll go over it at the end, but like what intelligence agency is she with?
Yeah.
So if she was born, let's just say she's 35. Let's say she's 35.
Yeah.
She was born in Germany. She escaped Germany. She joined Mossad.
I mean,
Right?
I think Mossad
Fish.
is
That's
the
possible.
shadiest of the shady. Like they'll fucking do anything. They don't give a fuck. Like they'll have.
They all are.
Oh, I know. The CIA is fucking super ultra crim. The KGB is insane.
Yeah.
I just
They're
can't
fucking
take
psychos.
I can't take the Swedish secret police seriously.
I mean, the
Norwegian secret police. If they're gonna call themselves that, like, come on, guys, give me something better.
It's just. I mean, obviously,
No offense, guys.
no offense. No. Much love, Norway.
You know
secret
we're gonna get a
police.
pop in Norway.
And you know what's gonna happen is like homie's gonna be like, I am part of the Norwegian Swedish like secret police.
Yeah,
We need an email.
It's actually more
Just for
secret than
Eric.
you think.
yeah, it's true. So a handful of blogs and true crime sites floating around the internet have claimed that there was a breakthrough in identification in 2022. Those claims are not corroborated by Wikipedia, by NRK, by BBC, or by the Bergen police. But they should be treated maybe in our little skepticism unless one of those sources confirms it directly. So, and that's the Genoid lead. Meanwhile, it remains largely unexplored to the
Yeah,
the
like
Swiss
they haven't
banker.
like done like a deep dive into.
Yeah, so that's possibly the only thing that is continuing. Yeah.
Okay.
So the Facebook community of the Death in Ice Valley is now well past 34,000 members, and it's continuing to try to solve this mystery. Like the mystery
We got to
is,
post our podcast in there.
I know, yeah. The mystery has not been solved. Most unidentified person cases, once the initial burst of publicity fades, simply stop generating new information. But this one, the Isdal Woman, is one of the very small number of cases anywhere in the world where the opposite has happened. Interest has compounded across generations, dragging in journalists, forensic scientists, novelists, and tens of thousands of amateur investigators who weren't even alive when she died. Every few years brings a new piece, some sort of isotope result, a DNA marker that's new, a newspaper investigation out of Zurich, and each one narrows the question without ever quite answering what happened to the Isdal woman.
I know.
This case has genuinely everything. It's from Cold War espionage, an unsolved case, a staged death, cutting edge prostitution, a cutting edge forensic science slowly chipping away at decades old walls of silence, and a government quietly investigating in secret while publicly closing the book. That gap between what civilian police said in public and what Norway's secret police were doing behind the scenes at the exact same time is a genuine gift of a beat, and deserves a real weight in this telling, not just a passing mention. But here we go. So here are the theories. It's a spy, a sex worker, a fraudster, a Nazi financier connection. Give this to a natural. Which do you believe? And because the case is still active, a live 2023 lead, a forensic genealogist still theoretically in play, a Facebook group still generating tips, there's a natural built-in reason to revisit this one down the line. And eventually, hopefully, we'll do an update episode the same way that we've already done with many episodes.
So why did they never get any of the DNA genealogy data back? It's been years. Does it take years, or?
I think it's because you can only do family members, and you can only do.
No, but at least they can know that, like they were saying, like you can tell what kind of even food they fucking ate, and like I don't know what
like
part
where they're
of
from,
what part of the
Germany
world.
and all this stuff. And they did find, like they did establish that she was probably born in Germany.
Mm.
And then at a very young age, she crossed the border into France and or Belgium, and lived her younger life in that time or in that location.
I mean, it's needless to say, she's definitely like a high value target for these agencies.
For someone, yeah.
Like, according to them, relatively good looking, speaks multiple languages. Like, it also makes sense too that if she was a refugee, maybe she was separated from her family, so she's alone.
That's why
there's no one calling for, no one looking for her, which makes it much easier to like put her under the influence. Like, hey, we're your family now, like, and hide her identity.
Yeah.
So it seems like, I honestly think it's like 4 of these things combined into like it's the fact that she was a refugee from Germany. Let's say that, because that makes sense. If her family was there and let's say she was potentially a Jew, you know, she flees, she gets fucking scooped up by, you know, let's say the Mossad. They're like, great, you speak these languages. We wanna look into this Penguin missile. So what you're gonna need to do is you're gonna need to travel there, and you're gonna need to sleep with some high level dudes.
Yeah.
To try to infiltrate, to try to get in, try to get intel, little pillow talk. So she goes, she's traveling, she's going to different places, she's changing rooms, she's looking around, she's trying to find who's going to be her next target.
She's like an amateur spy, but she doesn't totally know what she's doing. She gets, you know what I mean? Like, it's a little bit on the sleeve.
She seems better than amateur.
Dude, she seems pretty legit. Like, I would say, like, she seems legit.
No.
And she's also, like, what they typically do when they have someone who's a spy, they're expendable. Yeah. And I also think that it gets to the point where it would make sense if she was young when she fled, because, like, you're super moldable. Because what I honestly think happened was that she got discovered. Let's say she was like, she got some data, she got discovered. She fucking does these pills to try to go down with the secret. Okay. And then she was, honestly, I think it was a type of torture. I think the only thing that makes sense is that she was put on the fire face down, probably pulled up, fucking tell us what you fucking know. She's fucking out of it. Blah. They throw on her again. Then she's breathing that shit in. She's already got 50 pills that they don't know that she took.
Yeah.
She dies. They fucking drag her fucking shit out. Maybe they're going through her shit. They throw a bunch of stuff and they try to make it look confusing. They try to make the scene look very odd. Just gonna throw fucking everything around. It's super bizarro.
Yeah.
Oh, it was some just petrol fucking hat. Like, cut the stuff. I know. Just make it look as weird as possible. You make it so confusing that like
Get rid
no
of
one
all
knows
the
what's
evidence that
happening.
You can.
Exactly. And then that's what happened. That's what I honestly think.
but what? So it was her own agency?
No.
Oh.
I think she was found. I think
She was found out.
I think she was found out. She was caught.
She was caught
doing what she was doing. She was
By-
either Norwegian secret
Secret
police, like super secret police,
Well,
or like the Norwegian government, or like other agents. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think she was found out by someone.
So,
I think it's going to be found out by Norwegian
Yeah.
secret police.
Or super secret police.
But like it may, so definitely not a suicide. Definitely spy, like Sean. Basically,
100%.
I don't think she was doing the prostitution.
Yeah, maybe that was. Maybe
Sparrow.
I added that in.
maybe on the
I added
side.
that.
Maybe on the side.
For funsies. She was doing that for funsies. Yeah.
No, I think that she had been going there and getting into. I couldn't really figure out what agency she works for.
Yeah, that's a tough one. That's a toughie.
But she definitely got found out, and then she knows that she got found out, and that's why she was kind of like moving rooms because she's like expecting somebody to come get her.
Yeah.
So she's always trying to like evade and whatever.
Yeah.
And then she got found out by the Norwegian police, and they took her out to obviously, to take out the threat. Now they also influenced the local police to shut the case down in just a matter of weeks and say that it was suicide.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Because they opened up their own case that they were just covering all their tracks. But
so on that note, really quick. So from our VIP who requested
Turquoise
this,
man.
he had questions and he wanted us to address those questions.
Okay.
Pull them up.
So he said if both the Bergen police and Norwegian government opened investigations into this case, why did they not share intel?
because just like the CIA doesn't share with the FBI and
Exactly.
bureaucracy. Yeah.
Meaning like we have all the Bergen police investigation info, but the secret police, we have nothing.
No,
because
but
they
because
won't
it's
release
classified.
it. They won't
exactly. I was like, well, that's
And the secret police doesn't have any incentive to get the truth out there because it was them.
exactly. It's like, well, also like, why isn't the U.S. government giving us all the data?
Yeah.
Because they don't give a fuck what we care. They don't give a shit about what we think.
Yeah.
They don't give a fuck.
It's
And the reason is that they don't
national
have to.
security.
Yeah, they don't have to because it's national security. Exactly.
Okay, and
Terrorizer.
I gotta bring it up. Possibility of that she just killed herself.
Impossible. 0 fucking % chance. Like I will go
Zero?
to the dude.
No,
I'll bet everything I own that she did not kill herself.
There's maybe a slight possibility that she
Stuffed the pills.
Yeah, she
She got
started.
disoriented. She fell in the fire that she made.
But then somehow got away from the fire that she made, and so far away that they couldn't find a fire in the general vicinity.
Yeah.
It's just impossible.
It could be a little bit of both, where she maybe was like, "I'm caught. They're coming at me right now." So she
Do
takes
something fast.
Yeah, takes the pills and she's
Urgent.
like, yeah. But then they catch up to her and then they're torturing
Either
her.
way, there's nefarious things occurring.
Dude, it's
because-
impossible that she did that all to herself.
Impossible.
She could do the pills herself for sure.
Yeah.
100%. But the fire thing and then moving her body away from an active fire, if there was a trace, it would be so different if there was a fucking campfire, like a fire next to her.
Yeah.
Like, or just ashes or like the remains of where a fire was.
Yeah.
Otherwise, how the fuck did she burn herself?
Yeah.
How?
Yeah.
Even if
And the hat was covered in.
No, but the thing, even if she had like that, like, because there was a liquor bottle, right? Even if she dumped that liquor bottle of herself and lit herself on fire, that would burn out quickly. That's not a lot of fuel.
Yeah.
She wouldn't have been burned the way that she was.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, she would have probably had 3rd-degree burns of her body for sure, but it wouldn't have been that level of burn that she had.
Yeah.
So it is impossible. Where is this fire source? Somehow she fucking back army crawled her way down the fucking mountain. Get the fuck out of town.
And they, like,
on 50 fucking sleeping pills. Get the
They
fuck
like
out of
left
here.
the matches there.
I know, it's like so literally it's like a note that says I want to burn. It's just like so ridiculous. The matches, like get the fuck. It's almost ridiculous that they left the matches.
It is kind of absurd.
What other question? Or is that it?
I mean, how does one end up on a hiking trail in Norway alone and
No,
then
she was-
get torched? I mean,
No,
it's
she-
pretty much what we
Exactly what we're talking about.
What we're
It's
talking
impossible.
Yeah.
It's literally impossible.
about.
Yeah, sure. A single person on a hiking trail makes sense. People go on hikes alone all the time.
Sure.
Like that makes sense. But
She was not there as a tourist.
a person
She was
on a
not there to
hiking-
hike.
No.
And
she also wasn't in like hiking gear.
yeah.
It's not like she was like
no.
there to hike.
Yeah. And then is there anything in regards to her being a prostitute?
I think it's a loose. I think the only way that's even like remotely true,
I guess,
but if we're going, which I truly believe it's a spy angle, that is
that's part of it.
That's a big bonus.
Yeah.
As a spy, if
And
you're
maybe
good,
not, maybe it's not a prostitute, but it's seduction.
it's seductress.
Right, right.
Seductress.
Yeah, it's like you go in
Seductress.
like that's a like if you're a good. They said she was a good-looking girl.
Curvy.
You're gonna use that.
Didn't they
Oh yeah,
describe
she said
curvy?
curvy. She was a curvy figure.
girl.
Oh, dude.
I mean, who describes
Dude,
a woman
plump?
like that unless
Plump, dude. If I'm in the 70s and I'm a 6-year-old ugly Norwegian bureaucrat, I'd be like, what's up, baby?
Yeah.
How do you say what's up, baby in Norwegian?
anytime somebody describes a woman as curvy, I'm always like,
Trust me. I mean, I was seduced by non-good-looking women, and when I was in college, like easily, I was seductress in. So, needless to say, you know, if she had it going on, like that's a bonus if you're a spy.
yeah.
It's not that you're a prostitute; it's that you're using that to achieve your
Yes,
end goal.
correct.
You're not getting paid.
Yes.
Er det oppe, baby?
Anokman baby. Oh hell yeah! I'd be fucking Anokman baby for sure,
Oppe, baby?
100%.
Okay, so final summation. What happened to her?
She was a spy.
Okay.
Yep.
She was traveling around. I like this penguin project thing.
Yeah.
Makes total sense.
Yeah.
That's some of the real deal shit.
That's
She
what
was
Especially in
after.
the 70s.
Yeah.
Hundo.
Cold War.
Cold War.
Yeah.
Cold War data.
You're looking for an advantage.
data.
Yeah. Like, definitely into it.
Mm-hmm.
She got caught. She was on the run. She went up into the mountains. That's obviously like, it makes sense too. It's like if she wasn't in mountain gear, she didn't go up there for like a stroll.
Yeah.
She was like trying to escape.
Yeah.
I think she took some of, like, she thought she was going to get caught. So she started taking pills.
She did that to herself.
Yeah. I think she was like, dude, because it's like you can't,
Yeah, it's the.
it's either, it's like, yeah, it's
you know,
exactly the cyanide
the
pill.
Cyanide pill.
Yeah, it's like you don't want to fucking get tortured and then killed anyway. So you're like, fuck it, might as well like.
And you're very into the cause.
Oh, for sure. You're
So
not.
you're
You're not
like-
getting in
right?
that post unless you're willing to die for it.
Yeah.
You're into the cause. Yeah.
So then she starts taking them. They catch her. Then I honestly think that the burn thing was a torture tactic. But I think she was already so fucking like gassed out, like fucking and they were like, talk. And then she breathed and she died. And they were like, fuck, let's move her over here away from like an active flame. And let's just make it look so awkward that no one knows what happened.
Yeah.
And they'll make
So
it look
who-
so weird.
So did she cut the tags?
Yeah.
Or who did?
I think she did. I think that was probably like a weird like
That's
thing.
just,
Like they
again,
can't
covering your tracks.
Yeah,
covering
you can't
your
know
tracks.
anything.
Covering
Yeah,
tracks.
cut them
Yeah.
up. Yeah, that was just her in like the hotel room.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's probably why she switched hotel rooms. She probably hit the tag, switch hotel room. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Put them in the air ducts and shit. Like I
Yeah.
think it was just like a safety tactic so
Yeah.
people couldn't trace you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I think happened.
Okay.
Yeah, and then
All right.
obviously the Norwegian secret police, they not going to say shit about it because
Yeah.
they don't want anybody else to find out about this penguin project. And
No.
then,
They also don't want other motherfuckers. They don't want like the international scrutiny.
yeah,
We're like a weak ass country. They get fucking nuked.
100%. And they don't want, and another country or intelligence or anybody else, nobody is obviously going to come forward for her if she's a spy. So that's why it's just like she's nobody.
Yeah,
She's
we don't
nobody.
want the attention. It was a probable suicide. Fucking
Yeah.
wipe
Yeah.
our hands. Fucking shh, shh, shh.
Yeah, I mean, just pay the cops off and
So you agree
call
with
it a
him?
probable suicide, national security. Here's a few $100.
Got a couple kroners.
Yeah.
For the boys. Like, we're good.
So you
A little vodka.
so you agree with him?
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, 100%.
Because he's a smart guy. He's obviously intelligent human. What do you think, Eric? Tell me. Tell me what you think.
There's no ingenuity here. So
Yeah, tell me.
I think she was a spy.
Oh my God, I can't
Okay.
believe it.
But
Say
I
it
think-
again. Say it one more time.
I do think she was a spy,
Okay.
but I think she killed herself.
How?
yeah.
I think it was a bit like
This
sloppy.
no, but explain.
Sloppy.
yeah. Like,
Explain-
walk us
Sloppy.
through.
Explain how it's possible.
She took all the pills.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the pills fucked her up.
Right.
And then she had a fire because it was so cold. And she tripped on the fire.
No, but then.
Game over.
But
a-
if you
a
trip on
fire-
the fire, you would be on top of the fire. There would be evidence of fire.
That's number one. Number two, when you do a little campfire, you don't make a bonfire big enough for your whole
To
body.
burn your entire front of your body. Yeah,
Okay.
She made a goddamn
Now explain
fucking forest
now.
fire.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Now explain
She
the
fell
petrol.
upon.
Explain
she
the
fell
hat.
upon it.
First of all, Eric.
Explain the hat with petrol.
No,
The hat's tricky.
No, quick,
The hat's tricky.
quick rewind. She takes 50 sleeping pills and then she builds a fire. Just a quick little fire build. That's easy peasy.
The hat's tricky.
Covered in petrol. Why is it covered in petrol?
Well, maybe because she was like, I'm going to dump it all on myself.
But
But
did,
only on the hat.
did she think that the 50 pills was not going to kill her? Is that why she had to jump on the
Well,
fire?
no. Back to your point, though. She was like, this is not working. Remember?
Let me start
the
a-
dud?
let me start a
Yeah, the dud. She's like, oh, this is not working out.
I think I'll just put myself to excruciating pain instead to kill it. Instead of shooting myself or cutting my wrist, I'm going to jump on a fire.
But what's strange is what contradicts all that is there's multiple witnesses of people seeing men with her.
Exactly.
I just don't think, Eric, it just like there would be evidence. If she did that, it would be impossible for her to get away from the burn site, from the site where she was burned.
Yeah.
50,
All right, maybe.
literally, dog,
maybe.
put me on 6 Advil. I'm not getting away from the burn site. I'm not getting away. I'm going to be there.
Do you remember Marilyn?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Remember the
Yes, of
she
course.
took
I
a
do.
bunch of shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then she was, I don't know.
Dude, I'm just saying, like, if she were to take the pills, okay,
Okay.
it would be.
She took the pills.
She took the pills. It would be
Herself.
physically impossible for her to move her body away from the site that she threw her body onto a fire. There was no evidence
Just from the scene itself.
from the scene of the fire.
No other thing.
No, I'm saying
Just the
only the scene of the fire. It would be physically impossible for her to move away from it, let alone so far
And the
away
neck
that they could.
bruise.
The neck bruise is easily
did you see
explainable.
the rock next to her when she's laying?
Yeah, the neck bruise is easily explainable.
So
I'm not worried about the neck
on
bruise.
Patreon, Jorge's gonna post, and it's very
Jorge
much.
gonna
It's
post?
very. it's very
yeah.
much over 18. It's gruesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty
Yeah.
gruesome. But there was a photo taken of the crime scene. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a photo of her. I'm gonna post the photo of the notes.
Yeah. Okay.
There's another photo that shows like all the evidence kind of spread everywhere where they found her body.
Mm-hmm.
And there was something else, but yeah, you guys will get all that.
All right. I don't know. This is tough. There's a reason it's a mystery
It is
to this day. You know what I mean?
It's
Even though Sean's
The mystery is because it got
No,
suppressed. The secret police.
it's not a fucking suicide. It's impossible. There would be
Do you think that
the remains of an open flame right next to her body?
Do you think there's some Mossad library or KGB library that has all the explanations of these like hits?
Yes.
Or like somebody knows somewhere.
Oh, for sure. Somebody knows.
You think somebody?
I don't think they're keeping like a catalog of it because
It's just the
dumb.
guys
That's
who are
just dumb.
the older
sure.
agents.
There's probably some dude like in his home, like with
He's
some
like,
like weird like
"Hey, I
ledger.
know."
He's got a ledger and he's like,
yeah, it's like I
yeah,
know.
yeah.
I know what happened.
And it's like one more tally and he's
Yeah.
like, it's just like a tally mark.
Yeah.
He's like, got him.
Yeah. Oh, Catherine? Yeah, I know Catherine.
He's the cab driver is actually like the leader of the Mossad. He's like, oh, I remember. Yeah. I remember exactly what happened.
I actually thought about that too. Like, so they call the cab, and the secret police is like, "Is there a shot?" So they send an agent to pick her up.
Ooh, damn, that's good. I like that.
So it's like the cab driver.
I like that a lot. Holy shit! They're like that. They have like the secret Mossad.
Of course not, because he's a fucking agent.
They got the guy on the switchboard. He's like, we'll be right there. Fucking shing shing.
I mean, we can't be so ignorant to believe that there are no hits.
There's
right, or there's no like.
There's like thousands of hits. I mean, like there's hits all right? Like, every day. There's hits. Yeah. Are you kidding me?
I can agree that like I would be a little ignorant to assume that there's none.
Do you really think like fucking SEAL Team 6 and Delta Force are like they're just for like people extractions? They're there to fucking put people to sleep forever. Permanent perma-sleep.
Yeah.
That's why they send them in. They're like, hey, make these people disappear for us because like we don't like them.
Yeah. Well, there you go, guys. That's the Isdal Woman. You know, we always can't forget. I know we joke a lot and stuff like that, but somebody went through a horrible situation 55 years ago. Yeah. And we do these episodes in order to keep those stories alive. And I hope that that story persists enough to find some sort of truth.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there you go. Let us know what you guys think. Comment, post. What are your theories of the Isdal Woman?
Any additional questions? If you're in the Discord, you'll get an immediate answer because I'll just answer you.
Yep. And we're going to post in Patreon additional images and the code.
Oh yeah, the notebook.
The notebook.
The picture of her. We have also there was another
sketch.
Yeah, the sketch. Yeah.
All those sort of things. So if you join the Patreon, you'll be able to see that. Go to patreon.com/theconspiracypodcast.
Yes, support us. It's amazing. It's a huge help. Join the community. You know, a couple hundred amazing people that are in there. Like real time friendships. Like I'm telling you guys, like if you get in the Discord, there's all these channels for your pets, channels for a lot of people game together. So like they get on there and like they play Call of Duty or they play GTA. Like there's a really actual cool community. That's like my favorite part about it is that like I've been talking to these people for 2 years now.
Yeah.
And like we have battles over fucking Wordle. Yeah. And like this whole thing, it's actually like super fun. Yeah. It's like an actual community. I love it.
And coming up, we have our annual podcast fantasy football league.
Yep.
And so, we'll see how many people. I mean, it got a little crazy last year.
We need to really quantify the rules.
Yes. Yeah.
And the trades.
Yeah. What are you talking about, Chubbs?
Yeah. Chubbs, Listen.
You.
Chubbs is trying to trade like it's just the most ridiculous trade. And I love you, Chubbs, but like he's literally trying to trade like Jahmyr Gibbs for like Odell Beckham Jr. And it's like it's the most ridiculous shit. If you know football, you know how crazy that is.
Yeah. So we'll catch you next time on the Conspiracy Podcast.
Nighty-night.
What's up, guys? I hope you enjoyed this episode. I want to invite you to join us for our Patreon. So what that is an exclusive membership. We're going to be able to get exclusive discounts, like 15% off on all our merch.
And you won't have to listen to these ads ever
again. No more
again.
Ads.
Never again.
Plus, you're going to be able to access our minis episodes. So that's something that nobody else is going to get access to. They're just short podcast episodes worth about 15 minutes long or so. Yeah. So cool, extra content that you're going to get access to.
I know, and all those other suckers are waiting for next Tuesday. You're going to hit some minis up, fill the void.
That's right.
Instead of, having to wait the rest of the peasants for the next episode.
All you got to do is go to patreon.com/theconspiracypodcast and you'll find us. There are many different levels there, all giving different amounts of content.
That's right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, nighty-night.